Sun Odyssey 349 è un 10 metri lanciato da JEANNEAU per...
The Sun Odyssey 349 is JEANNEAU's new 10-metre offering for the 2014 season. It's a very solid boat, as we shall find out throughout this episode, made especially for owners who want a more challenging cruise. In fact, for that, it's at the top of its league. Measures that have been rediscovered by the market recently, with the crisis to blame, mean that there can be some positive downsizing. Smaller boats means they're more manageable, but you can easily steer.
Questa barca si inserisce in un settore molto combattuto dove...
It's in an incredibly competitive sector, this boat, where war is waged on price, and this boat comes in at one of the lowest for its category.
JEANNEAU è sempre riuscita a dare di più agli armatori mantenendo i prezzi stabili.
JEANNEAU has always managed to give more and keep prices stable, meaning that they've put a lot into optimizing production. Building this boat takes fewer hours now than they needed 10 years ago to build one the same size.
JEANNEAU è sempre molto abile a realizzare...
JEANNEAU has always been clever in creating very comfortable boats. Here, the two benches are 2 meters long, which means you can sleep on them. It seems like a little thing, but in the long afternoons in harbour it's very handy. There is a nice folding table where you can eat. The transom can be opened to become a big swim platform. One of the novelties of this size of boat are the large portholes that give the aft cabins a sense of air and make it more pleasant to stay for longer in these areas. The interior is available in 2 versions with 2 or 3 cabins. We prefer this version with 2, in that the 3-cabin version is a bit crowded, but it can be very useful for those who have family. The kitchen area has everything you need for cruising. A good fridge capacity, a 2-burner stove with oven and hob, plus a sink and space for storing supplies. We're used to seeing the map table being used for something else, but here they realise that a good table can have its own storage room for cards or for whatever you need, which can then be raised at night. One of the positives is the open top for the lifeline, when you moor upside on.
Basta una persona a condurre questa barca. Qui dal timone, infatti...
You just need one person to drive this boat. Here, from the helm, you can manage the fat and you can adjust both the mainsail and the genoa thanks to this winch, which operates without any difficulty. Normally, you leave the mainsail set in an almost fixed position and work on the genoa. Thanks to these stoppers, you can block the sheets and change the settings.
You
have to have the foresight to release the winch, in this case from the jib sheet, and activate the other sheet. The designer of this boat is Mark Lombard, who has brought many details over from large ocean racing yachts. This means that he's added new stuff. For example, it's the first boat from JEANNEAU that has seams that come down the side of the hull. Then the backstay is missing. Some traditional sailors will feel a bit orphaned by this, and yet they assure us that they serve no purpose. The geometry of the mast, with the quartered crosses towards the stern, is more than enough against any wind force. There are other details that simplify the equipment. For example, it lacks the main sheet traveller and has a bow just like on small racing dinghies, and the genoa is missing the rails. There are just 2 eyelets, but it all works. Going upwind, it's not exactly fast, but it gets along very well, especially with this breeze of 7 to 8 knots. It's an edgy boat, very powerful, and definitely the slack or stern with a nice Jenica. A few years ago, someone coined the slogan for large boats, fast and easy. In just a few years, the name has become linked to this boat series. And here we are. This is a small, fast boat that's very easy to use.